welcome back to another video. I haven't posted in a while because I was really sick, but today we're gonna be doing thing though is spinning a wheel, and whichever two countries is on that wheel go to war. So first off, very goofy, we're gonna be doing South America as it has the least amount of countries. Well, besides North America, but yeah, so it's less work for me. Yeah, all right. So we're gonna do each continent, each continent, every pretty much every part of this video. We're gonna do each continent. Oceania, we already know is gonna win that. Over here, we already know is gonna win that. And yes, all right. So first, I go ahead and spin. It's on my phone, so you don't see it sadly, but. First off, we have Venezuela and versus good old Guyana. Alright, that's Guyana right there. So we're just gonna say the least friendly country of these two. I don't know. So this is gonna be quite the easy match for Venezuela. So yeah, Venezuelan armies are gonna immediately start sweeping through, and well, things are not gonna go too well for Guyana. They start after fully taking over after fully taking all the border they had. Venezuela continues until Guyana. Continues until Guyana. Oh my God. So the Venezuelan army does continue through, capturing about half the country. Probably not like all half. Okay, now this is half. And eventually, well, then Guyana, Guyana is really just like has to surrender. Lost half the land, and their army's kind of dead. Another thing, the more countries you conquer, the stronger you get. So let's say Venezuela just conquers a ton of other things. Then they could likely beat Brazil or Argentina, which already has quite the strong army. Could probably just take over Chile, Uganda, Bolivia, Uruguay. That's not Uganda. I forgot what it's called. But so far, yes. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and spin the wheel again. See who's next. So next up we have we have Suriname versus I have no idea who that is. I had to look it up because I don't know who the hell that is. South America images. See if we can find it. Alright, we have. Let me try finding it. Oh, there it is. Alright. So there's that right there. And they're gonna go ahead and attempt to fight off Colombia. Alright. Colombia, we're gonna give them a nice kind of greenish color. So they are gonna be, well, I'm just gonna put the country here, which is obviously gonna be losing to Colombia. Yeah. So the Colombian Navy just starts moving over, and the Suriname starting to stack their military over here. It's gonna make it harder, but they will get through. Colombia launches their first invasion, and from there it goes pretty well as they launch another one, and they start pushing down. And eventually they do capture all of the Suriname coast. I think I'm saying it wrong, but And eventually Suriname does surrender as well. I don't know their army capabilities. And I'm pretty sure I know that Colombia does have a better army. So yeah, this highlighter nation. If they can, I mean, at this point, they can probably conquer Venezuela, as Guyana did not really have much of a military. But, yeah. Next up, we do have our next opponent. Let's see who's going to be fighting. So, we have Colombia again. Alright. Then we're gonna be they're gonna be trying to take out Ecuador. Yeah. Very nice. Alright, Ecuador right there. They look similar colors, but who cares? The Colombian military does start a move on in the country as well. Ecuador does not really have much of an army, as from what I know. They have a decent army, decent enough that I can do a couple little pushbacks over here. But with now having a couple more fronts, the Colombian army does start to move on to capture all of the coast, which goes really well. But yeah, then they capture all the coast. Circling this little bit, actually a little too hard to see. Yeah, Ecuador not having much left, they surrender. And of course, are fully annexed. Man, Colombia looking, well, they trying to form grand Colombia. And our next up on our list, let's see who is the grand, oh no. Whoopsies, alright. We have a Venezuela, alright, versus, who's gonna be that port guy? Bolivia. We're gonna spin again, as they don't have a coast, and well, they can't really go through any other country. Spin that again, and we get Paraguay. Paraguay, I think, is that right there? Hold on, I gotta look at my map again. Alright. Oh, no, they don't have a border any... Ooh. Man, come on, South America. Who's Venezuela gonna fight? Just, oh my god. Just do, you know. They're gonna be fighting Argentina. Alright, that's an easier one. We're gonna give it light blue. And the Messi Empire is not gonna be forming. The Argentinian Navy does start tripping over. Well, Venezuela does have their Navy over here. And we're gonna go into some naval battles. Argentinians have about this. The Venezuelans not having really much of a navy. Well, yeah, it's about that. Does have a decent defense until the Argentinian Navy does just completely split through, and eventually they do capture all of this. And yeah, the Venezuelan Navy is almost, or just completely wiped out pretty much. And next up, the landings. So, Argentina lands in Guyana and also lands on this little island right here and enters this, which the capital of Venezuela, residing like right here. A little dangerous, but they are guarding that heavily in the coastal front and around it. So the Argentinian military does decide to do a smart idea and completely surrounds it, and the naval blockades their capital. Still, just not really fighting much, just trying to starve it out, but just definitely working. But Venezuela is still holding the fight, as they do start pushing back over here in hopes of regaining control of their capital. They do almost break it, but the Argentinian military does push again, and they capture even more this time. But over here, the Venezuelans do manage to completely recapture all of this, as Argentinian military is now only focusing here, which but which gives Venezuela one less front. Over here, finally, the military, being starved out, decides to just run up and tries to break the line. And the main Venezuelan army does realize this, and they push forward, completely capturing it back. But with that, the Argentinians do start pushing as much as they can, even launching some more naval invasions in Guyana. And this time they actually do go good. And so yeah, the capital is finally captured, Venezuela. And from here, the Venezuelan army starts to just kind of lose morale. And at this point, there's no really hope. Venezuela does try making one last ditch attempt to stop the Argentinians by spearheading through, and it does go really successful. But the Argentinians all of a sudden split up Venezuela, and that completely just bamboozles their whole army, Venezuela's army, and Venezuela does surrender. And I thought Venezuela was about to be like super strong, but Argentina does have overall better military, even though they got Guyana's military too. Yeah, Argentina does still. Yeah, this is a pretty weird looking South America so far. Now I think Argentina might just win victory here. And next up we have Bolivia. Okay, I swear to God, Bolivia, better choose a thing that's actually bordering you. And Bolivia versus Peru. They have a nice and long border. And I have no idea about either militaries, so let me look this up. Who is the stronger? Or at this point, hold on. I don't need to know. I'll just go off my knowledge, and I'm gonna guess. I'm not gonna tell you. So the two countries go to war. I'm gonna give Peru a nice gold, or no, not yellow. What should I give it? Well, since Venezuela's gone, they get the new dark red. And against the Bolivian, you can say, kind of orange, I guess. With this, Peru does make some does make a tiny little advancement in Bolivia, also going around other borders, and they're doing pretty decent so far. Bolivia kind of getting their whole border scrambled with Peruans, or I don't know what they're called in like initially, but yeah, who cares? By Peru military, say that. Peru is not doing too much advancement till the Bolivians force them to. Bolivians start just pushing everything back, and the Perus have idea. If we just focus over here. And they do, completely focusing over here, which a lot of the Venezuelan army is over here, and was right there, but now they're starting to move more here. Check the capital. Yeah, score is like right about, right about there. So the Peru army starts a move on and does capture I'm looking at my big world map. Sugar? I can't pronounce it. It's something. I know it's like right there. And the Peru army, yeah, just completely just shred Bolivia, and Bolivia not really being Bolivian. Well, they're being turned into a Bolivia. I don't know. Never mind. It's a bad joke. Worse than a dad joke. But, yeah, Bolivia kind of being split up into pieces. And yeah, Peru continues to spearhead everywhere. And yeah, Bolivia split into 3 pieces, does surrender. And Peru now being pretty big, I'd say, being at least, no, they're definitely in the top 5 largest in South Africa. And of course, Peru fully annexes Bolivia. And yeah, boom, shaboom. So next up, we're gonna go ahead and spin the wheel again. Peru, alright. So next up, our fighter, let's see if it's anything new. Alright, first off, we have Colombia. Alright, Colombia, let's see if they're out for blood. Let's see if they're gonna invade someone weaker. And oh no. Oh no. Oh. Whoopsies. Well, pretty obvious how this is gonna go. So Brazil immediately enters Guyana. Not Suriname. Quite easily, it's completely split off from the rest of Colombia, and they do quite easily capture all of it. And after losing the only other place they've captured besides Ecuador, the Brazilian army does start their invasion here. With full force, they completely plunge into Colombian territory, and are getting close to Bugia. No, they're not getting close to Bugia. Because it's like right there. I'm gonna just put that there as we already know who's gonna win this. And so far the Brazilians do launch a campaign to spearhead through all of Colombia to hopefully reach Boogie. I don't know. But that is stopped, luckily, by the Colombians, and the Brazilians are pushed back. Brazilians have a new idea, encircling over half the army. And after attempting this, well, all of the Colombian military starts rushing away, not wanting to be captured. And also a great decision, as well, that's over half of their army right there fighting. But at a cost of losing a lot of land. And now Brazil does start continuing through and eventually does capture Bui. And yeah, so far Colombia not looking too great. Looks like that grand Colombian idea ain't really too grand. And Brazil continuing. Eventually, Colombia, I keep wanting to say Peru, does surrender, and of course, like the rest, are fully annexed. I'm really surprised that Chile hasn't gotten a war yet. And this is looking extremely, just Brazilian. We'll spin this again. A lot of the countries on here I forgot to delete off the list, so at this point, I bet deleted countries are gonna be there. And actually, no, Uruguay. Alright, right there. Let's see who they are gonna be fighting. They are gonna be fighting the almighty Peru. Alright. We already know who's just gonna win this, but yeah, the Peru Navy immediately makes landing. I'm not really gonna like color it in, as no point, as they're gonna obviously lose. And yeah, I mean, Uruguay is easily taken over, and of course is fully annexed. And we have a new looking nice Brazil, Peru. Well, not nice looking Peru, kind of goofy looking Peru. But at this point, if Peru can capture more, like maybe conquer Chile, conquer that, and very possibly get that, they can probably beat Argentina. And beating Argentina, they can beat Brazil. And of course, we have Argentina there. Let's see who's the Argentina gonna fight? And wow, they're fighting Argentina. Well, I spin that again. It was really close to Peru though. And Argentina is going to be fighting Bolivia. They're already annexed, and what the hell? Alright, we'll have to spin that again, because Bolivia is not a thing anymore, sadly. But Bolivia, oh god, they're fighting Peru. Alright. Well, there goes that. Actually, maybe, who knows, Argentina does make a tiny entering, as we're just gonna say, Peru already knew it was gonna happen. And through here, yeah, Argentina is gonna have a lot of free time in here as well. Most of the armies, most of Peru's army has already left this to go help in the mainland. But oh yeah, there's the little tiny amount of military left. Is not really going to stand a chance, and eventually all the military there does leave, and well, that right there, yeah, they take the whole, oh whoopsies, they take the whole of Uruguay, and Argentina looking a lot cooler. But with the upgraded Peru army, which has extra support now, they do start the pushback against Argentina. And they do manage to, oh my god, my phone, alright. They do manage to enter more of here. And sadly, having the capital of Argentina all the way right here. It's going to be a little bit hard for Peru. Peru doing pretty good, but Argentina does make another entering here. And but this one is a lot bigger, as they threaten completely encircling this front. So a lot of the Peru army is pushed, is like kind of just taken out to fight off this front, which lowers this front. So they start, well, which kind of lowers that front, but they do push the Argentinians back a lot. But they do a comeback, and so does the Peru. Peru immediately capturing quite a lot of land. And Argentina, seeing this, does start a huge campaign. And with the Peru capital being quite far, Lima being just at the coast right here. Yeah, it's gonna be a little long journey. But so does the Peru's army. They start pushing down, attempting to capture Corbala. I don't know how to pronounce these capitals. And the Peru army does actually get this successful, and they do capture it. And from here, they start just like looking like sprouted seeds all around in Argentina, just really trying to just completely just cut it up, which does fail. In Argentina, not liking this, they continue their advancements in Bolivian territory. And, well, this is not getting too good, as well, see right there, they capture that. Well, yeah, Peru's army, not looking too good, so they immediately start evacuating to stop this threat, which does push the armies a lot away, and even managing to encircle one part of it, which had a lot of army in it. That's not that good. Losing a lot of army ain't good, but here they do not give up, and they start expanding from this a little bit, which turns into a stalemate. But eventually, well, the really biggest chance they had of regaining that large little piece was taken, and really the only hope left of capturing Argentina and beating it is that little chunk, as there's more army here than in there. So, Peru does start just being quite literally destroyed. Worse than a player in Fortnite fighting off Ninja. So, okay, Peru. Yeah, the advancements of Argentina are starting to slow down as their army is getting a little weak. And with that being a little weak, yeah, this little front does start advancing quite a bit. And even over here, they do start a pushback. But eventually, Argentinians do go for desperate measures and just start sacrificing a bunch of men, throwing them at the front lines, which do start to work as they do start pushing the Bolivians back. Not but the Bolivians, the Peruvians, whatever, Peru, I don't know. And yeah, this ain't too good. They do keep on advancing until they're right at the capital. And with that, yeah, this front over here does start just completely booming everywhere, trying to distract the Argentinian army from here to there. But that's not gonna. Well, the Argentinians see what they're trying to do, and instead of doing that, they just let them free roam, which will be probably the demise of Argentina. As that was a very dumb decision, as they put way too little defense here, and mainland Argentina is being absolutely destroyed. Argentina does manage to capture the capital, and yeah, but after realizing what idiotic move they've done, and what idiotic move they've done of not sending their armies down to help, yeah, they might have captured a lot of mainland Peru, but Peru has at this point encircled this little army, as well they're quite not in their mainland anymore. And well, yeah, surprising little victory. We don't know if it's victory yet, but Argentina still decides to keep pushing. But after being pushed back a lot, even threatening an encirclement, well, yeah, they do encircle. The rest of the Argentinians do start just running back, trying to break open this little wall. But that's not too good, and the Peru armies start sweeping through this little encircled bit, and a lot of the Argentinian navy do pick up a lot of the troops, which is a major help to the big front over here mainly. They can't really drop off anything over here, sadly. And well, yeah, Peru doing really well. This front here, with a ton of troops, finally does collapse, leaving Argentina, well, not really Argentinian. And after the Peru army continues their way down, yeah, well, but Peru makes Argentina surrender. A little bit surprising. I know people that are watching are likely gonna say, how did Peru beat Argentina? I don't know. I just wanted to do that as pretty obvious who was gonna win. I mean, well, you don't know. Maybe Peru was gonna win, as they did capture probably stronger countries than what they captured. They did capture Venezuela, which I forgot. Yeah. And looks like the new major power might be Peru. That might defeat them, but who knows. So there's only a couple countries left. And Peru, uh-oh, who's gonna go? Again, I forgot to delete a lot of the choices, so we might get a, oh my god, Chile. No, Chile. Well, I'm just gonna give him like a really, really dark red pepper for chili. Like an honor with their sacrifice. And I'm just gonna fix up the borders. Maybe like over here. But no. Alright. So immediately the Peru army, or the armies of Peru, do make a nice advancement over here with the capital being sadly right there. It's like right there. Which is immediately captured. Yeah, it's right there. And well, chili starts being split into a bunch of pieces, like how, you know, when you cook chilies, you cut them. Yeah, it's not turning into a cut chili. And yeah, after a lot more sandwiches, or like a lot more of this, and yeah, chili ain't looking too good. Yeah, chili really fast does surrender, and of course are fully annexed. Yeah, looks like, I mean, unless Brazil just captures this and everything else they can, I bet it'd likely be still Peru. I mean, and they were so close to losing that Argentinian war though. That was so crazy. And yeah. Alright. Now, with a lot looking a lot like kind of Spanish, like when a Spanish Empire owned, just like owned a lot more Argentina, and well, they're kind of missing Colombia. All right. So next up we have good old Brazil, Ruggy. And it took me to a random website. Alright. Let's see who they're gonna fight. Is it gonna be Peru or is it gonna be deleted nation that's been deleted? Okay, let's see who it is. Are they be fighting a deleted nation, of course. So we have to remove. Okay. Let's see if we can get an actual country that's still existing currently. We have Argentina. Alright, come on. Give me a country we already have. We got Uruguay. No. Yeah, Paraguay. And French Guyana. Oh my god. Not Suriname. They're just deleted. Brazil is gonna be fighting a deleted country. Venezuela is gone. Dead. Gone. Brazil's gonna be fighting Bolivia. Alright, come on, game. Yeah, I think we've completely deleted all the countries that are just not existing, and they are fighting a non-existing country. Forgot. Alright, and boom. Alright. Looks like French Guyana is not on this, sadly. It's a little weird, but it's okay. They're fighting Peru. Alright. It's gonna be a big war. I'm gonna go ahead and just... As well, it doesn't show French Guyana on the list, so... A little bit like a little support. But that doesn't count for France, though. We're not gonna give France, but it's alright. The biggest war. Oh, we're gonna go and count land area. This is gonna be a little hard. I mean, they own all of this. And Colombia is big though, but they do have that, which almost matches the size of Colombia. So I'm gonna go ahead and say Peru is better. But does that matter in which countries they killed that are stronger? Yes. Well, pretty obvious who killed the stronger countries. Just looking at the land they've gathered. Peru. Yeah. Peru does start spearheading through here to hopefully attempt to encircle all of this Colombian land, which goes successful. And the Brazilian army arrives and immediately does take action. And I just realized, wait, no, okay, the Brazilian capital being all the way down here, but right there. I mean, like, no, right there, yeah, right there. Yeah, is, well, that's, yeah, pretty far compared to the Peru capital, which is right, here. This is gonna be the biggest war yet, which is likely gonna take up the rest of the video. And the winner of this is gonna be winning as well. Yeah, the winner's gonna automatically take this, as there was no point really fighting, but yeah. Peru does continue advancing in Colombia, as Brazil cannot really send any army, besides the tiny bit they already had in there. So, not that cool. Colombia and Ecuador. Well, I forgot Ecuador. Ecuador is also invaded, and pretty easily taking out really any resistance that ever existed. They do completely take over Colombia and Ecuador, and now that is a huge land gain. So that's not good at all. And also, what's not good is, well, they're making more kind of landings. The Peruvian Navy does make a little landing, tiny little landing over here to try and just capture the capital, which does go pretty well, but doesn't capture it. Instead, they just try focusing on capturing a lot of the coast. As if they can capture a lot, that is going to be a major blow to the Brazilian economy. And we all know, economy high equal stable, low equal not stable. And yeah, so far the Peru Navy is doing pretty good, besides some little split ups that was easily done. And after realizing the little kind of like bad thing they have about being split, they decided to spearhead towards the capital, which immediately starts rushing tons of Brazilians down. And they do push this back, push the hold on, which does push the Peruvians back a lot, but at what cost? Abundance of Brazil, or a ton of Brazil. And that ton of Brazil is a little ton. And I'm not even done. Oh wait, that rhymed. Oh my goodness. A ton of land. And I'm not even... a ton, and I'm not even done. Golly, I'm turning into Dr. Zeus. No, not Dr. Yeah, Dr. Zeus. But, yeah. Brazil's still being quite the large country, having to rush a lot of the military down here. Well, that's kind of like a long little thing to do. And when there's long little things to do, it's not really that good. As well, now the Peru armies have captured a ton, absolute ton of northern Brazil. And just look at this abundance. Eventually they do completely encircle this part, which is easily captured. And yeah, Brazil not looking too good. They don't know what to do. If they leave this front, they lose their most important city. But if they keep defending this, they're gonna lose they're gonna lose over half of Brazil. So they don't know what to do. And that not knowing what to do does kind of cause some more advancements. And trying to figure out which one. Now they only have one option. As well, Brazil was trying to stall, having a stalemate established. That stalemate was broken through, and Brasilia is captured. That is a major blow already to the Brazilian economy. And yeah, not looking too good for Brazil. They are now split into 2 pieces. At this point, they have no purpose in fighting anymore. As well, they're obviously going to lose, as like they've lost so much of their military, and also already so much of their land. And oh boy, I wonder who's gonna be next in this. All right, so we have good old Uruguay. No, Paraguay. Poor Paraguay. Wow, just poor Paraguay. Well, gotta go pretty nice. I'm gonna try making it a little actual war. And that actual war. Wrong color. That was a wrong color. That was the wrong color. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. And yeah. Just gonna erase all these. It's a color difference though. Yeah, I mean, you just gotta erase all these borders. And looks like Peru completely captured this. Well, that's not that good. In our next video, we're gonna be doing North America. And yes, we're gonna be including Brazil. Because why not? Why not? Yeah, actually, wait, no. Yeah, I don't know. But, that was the video. Hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe, and see you later. Goodbye.